I was married. I'm still married with my son. My
Oh, cut.
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 I'm married to my husband for 47 years, and we are blessed to have three children. My son Andre, my daughter Adrian, my daughter Eileen. I'm Amelia R. Gurat. I'm a retired registered nurse. I graduated 1970 with bachelor's in science in nursing. I've been working as a nurse, a registered nurse for 45 years before I retired. Been working in the intensive care unit and the coronary care unit. And I loved taking care of all the patients, especially those who are having problems in their heart. I feel so glad that I've been working as a nurse to take care of those people that are having this problem, especially when they have the heart attack and they survive and was able to go home with their smiles, saying, "Thank me for being there always during the time that they had been sick."
My name is Andres R. Gurat, born in Bayongon, Vizcaya. I joined the Navy when I was 19 years old, and that was 1969. And I married my wife, Amelia, in 1976. I retired from the service after 21 years in the Navy, and right the following year, I entered the U.S. Postal Service for another 20 years. And I'm glad that I'm so happy to have a family that are so much close to each other up to this moment. And especially to my wife, for 47 years, we've been together. And throughout all these years, we have been so in love with each other.
Andre Gurat, letter carrier for the United States Postal Service, 25 years. That's it.
About it? That's it? Oh, okay. Adrian Juliet Gurat Stanley. I'm a registered nurse at VA Puget Sound, and I've been doing that for about 10 years.
I'm Eileen Gurat and don't do any of those things. I own a couple businesses that I started about 14 years ago.
Actually, because the hardship of life in the Philippines way back then, and my parents cannot just let me go to the to college to attain more education. So I really have no choice but to really find something that will make my future better. And I joined the Navy.
Oh, at first, my mom actually wanted me to be a teacher. So I went in for 2 years, and then I didn't really like to be a teacher. So I switched my teaching to be a nurse. So it's been my ambition to be a nurse. So I've been working since I graduated 70, more than 45 years. Been working as a nurse. I'm happy that she became a registered nurse also.
Well, I was really looking for a job then because I still retired as young at the age of 45. So it's really young for me to be retiring at 45. So I really had to find something to do to buy milk for Andre, Adrian, and Eileen. So I really had to find another work. I was with the department store, the grocery store. Then there was an open in the postal service, and they offer some benefits for the veterans. And actually, I was in school there taking culinary arts. because most of my job in the Navy was then concerned about food preparation. So I thought about getting more knowledge about sous chef. So I went to as a culinary arts student.
How did it feel when your son joined the post office too?
I was glad because he don't want to go to school. At least he finds some. He can start with the postal service, and from there he can decide if what direction is he going. If he want to continue her studies or stay with the post office.
So my dad told me to take the postal exam, and I didn't do very well on it. And luckily for me, they actually eventually called me, and I was hired on in '98.
I'd have to say, not really voluntold, but there was a lot of talk about it, I think. And I think I started as a nursing assistant to sort of just see what it's about, and then just sort of moved up from there.
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I kind of forced myself into trying to do medical, and it just wasn't for me. So I knew I just didn't want to work for anybody. So it just kind of led me to do my own thing. I saw my parents working hard a lot. I admire their devotion and tenacity to, provide for us.
For my mom, it was just the, compassion and passion to care for other people. I think just seeing the way she was at work and at a facility that can be challenging, and still coming home with and wanting to take care of us and not, and not being too tired or anything like that. I think I got that from her. And just overall, just the hardworking. And I think from my dad, it was more of the, you don't take crap from anybody type thing, like stick up for yourself and don't let others boss you around pretty much.
Yeah, ditto. No, it's just seeing how hard my parents worked. When I was younger, I didn't quite understand why they had to work so much, why they had to retire from one job and start another job. And as I got older, I understood why the sacrifices that they made, essentially with us growing up and not seeing them as constantly or more frequently as our other friends' parents did with their children. It's just the dedication that they had to pretty much provide for us, no matter how hard it was, trying to fit everything in and try to supplement everything that we wanted to do. They still found a way to do it.
We're so happy that they reach this age that they are more comfortable in their career, and they're more responsible in themselves. We are so proud of them for working so hard in order to have their own life.
I'm really very, very satisfied of our relationship because it's really deep in our hearts that we are still caring for each other as a family. I'm learning how to
Things like
really take care of kids now because before I was in the Navy, most of the time I was absent from the family. And most of the time my wife gets a babysitter, Actually, the truth is I trained Andre when he was 4 years old to change the pampers of his sister because I don't want to be touching the spoon,
Okay.
And Andre is good for that because once he touched the shit, I told him to go wash your hand, wrong. This is how you wash your hand. So actually, he learned how to be older brother at that age, and I'm really proud of him.
I am too.